Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. External Affairs Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar says the changing world order will be based on multi-alignment and the policies, preferences and interests of countries. Madhya Pradesh government to launch Chief Minister's Residential Land Rights Scheme today. UIDAI makes change in address on Aadhaar card easier. Severe cold wave sweeps entire North India. World Braille Day has been observed today. And Team India in high spirits after winning the first T20 against Sri Lanka. Second match in Pune tomorrow. External Affairs Minister Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar has said that the world order needs to be replaced by a world of multi-alignment. In an interview with the Austrian publication, Die Presse, the External Affairs Minister said, in this framework the countries will choose their own particular policies, preferences and interests. Citing an example of India, Mr. Jaishankar said, New Delhi rejected the pressures to condemn the Russian invasion of Ukraine and at the same time turned Moscow as its largest oil supplier. Dr. Jaishankar further reiterated that India is in no mood to cut ties with Russia, adding that Moscow supported New Delhi with weapons over decades of non-alignment, while the United States cogitated India's arch-enemy Pakistan. Speaking about the conflict in Ukraine and echoing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's words that today's era is not of war, Dr. Jaishankar called for both countries to resolve their differences at the negotiation table through dialogue and diplomacy. The External Affairs Minister advised the European countries on the new world order, the Ukraine war and the Chinese challenge and apprised that they need a wake-up call to understand the shaking up of international order. He said Europeans needed a wake-up call to understand that the difficult aspects of life are not always taken care of by others, adding no region will be stable if dominated by a single power. The External Affairs Minister concluded his 6-day visit to Cyprus and Austria yesterday. President Draupadi Murmu will inaugurate the 18th National Scout and Guide Jamboree at Rohat in Pali district of Rajasthan today. She reached Jaipur yesterday on a 2-day visit to the state. More from a correspondent.
Rajasthan is hosting Jamboree after 66 years. Over 35,000 scouts and guides from all over the country will participate in this 7-day mega event. A smart Jamboree village has been set up with all the facilities on 220-hectare area at Nimli village. 3,500 tents have been erected at the venue. The attraction of the event will be the display of Indian Air Force Surya Kiran aerobatics team. Besides this, there will also be a demonstration by the VSF Camel Squad. Various competitions and activities will be organized during the event. Ram Khiladi Meena, AIR News, Jaipur.
Madhya Pradesh government will launch Chief Minister's Residential Land Rights Scheme or Mukhyamantri Avasya Bhumi Adhikar Yojana from Bakpura Panchayat of Tikamgarh district today. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will distribute free leases of residential land to selected beneficiaries. Applications of 14 lakh people have been received from all over the state. Out of this, 10,500 eligible beneficiaries of Tikamgarh district will be given residential plots worth 120 crore rupees today. The state government has been working on this scheme for the last 1 year. The Chief Minister had instructed the Revenue Department to identify eligible beneficiaries for this scheme and prepare the data. Each beneficiary family will be given a land plot of about 600 square feet for construction of house under various schemes including Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI has made change in address on Aadhaar card easier. It has put in place a resident-friendly facility to help people update their address online in Aadhaar with the consent of the head of family HOF. This HOF-based online address update will be of great help to the relatives of residents who do not have supporting documents in their own name to update address in the Aadhaar. It can be done by submitting proof of relationship document like ration card, mark sheet, marriage certificate or passport mentioning the names and relationship of both the applicant and the HOF. In case even proof of relationship document is not available, UIDAI provides the resident to submit a self-declaration by the HOF in the UIDAI prescribed format. Defence Ministry, Education Ministry, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Ministry and all three services have signed MOUs with various stakeholders to facilitate continued education of Agniveers while serving in the armed forces. Under these MOUs with the National Institute of Open School and Indira Gandhi National Open University, suitable 12th class certificates and bachelor's degrees will be awarded to the Agniveers. Addressing the MOU exchange ceremonies outreach program through video conferencing, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said this will enable Agniveers to complete education in a timely manner and develop additional qualities and skills. Mr. Singh elaborated on the paradigm shift the Agnipath scheme is going to make in transforming the armed forces into a tech-savvy, well-equipped and combat-ready unit to face future challenges. In a video message, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said these MOUs agreements would empower the serving Agniveers to get the maximum benefit from the academic education and skill development. Road Transport and Highways Ministry has said construction of national highways witnessed 47.85% growth in the last 8 years. It said the total length of the national highways in the country was over 1,44,000 kilometers as on 30th November 2022 as against the 97,830 kilometers in 2014-15. The ministry said the pace of construction of the national highways has increased consistently in the last 8 years. In 2014-15, the pace of national highways construction was about 12 kilometers per day, which increased to about 29 kilometers per day in 2021-22. The ministry has informed that a total of 5,337 kilometers of national highways have been constructed in the last year. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. In this week's Northeast Diary, on 5th of January 2023, we bring you an interesting interview with Praveen J., member of a team of amateur bird watchers who made an expedition into the remote hills of Changlang district in Arunachal Pradesh and discovered the new songbird, Wren Babbler. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with students, teachers and parents in the 6th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha on the 27th of this month. The program will be held at the Tal Katora Indoor Stadium, New Delhi. The Education Ministry said that registrations for this year's Pariksha Pe Charcha have more than doubled compared to last year. Students, teachers and parents have enthusiastically participated in big numbers from state boards, CBSE, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti and other boards. The ministry said over 31 lakh students, over 5 lakh teachers and around 2 lakh parents have registered for Pariksha Pe Charcha. Students from over 150 countries, teachers from 51 countries and parents from 50 countries have also registered for the program. An online creative writing competition was conducted on various topics between the 25th of November and the 30th of December 2022 to select participants. The Prime Minister conceptualized a unique interactive program wherein students, parents and teachers across the nation and also from overseas interact with him. They discuss how to overcome the stress emerging out of examinations in order to celebrate life as an utsav. Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has said that the monthly domestic air passenger traffic touched 1.29 crore to cross the pre-COVID level in December 2022. In December 2019, the domestic air passenger traffic stood at 1.26 crore. Mr. Scindia said 2022 sets new record in air passenger movement. He said there's a healthy trend in domestic passenger movement of late, a good sign for the aviation sector. Entire North India is under the grip of severe cold wave. India Met Department IMD has said dense to very dense fog and cold day conditions will continue over northwest part of the country to the next 4 to 5 days. Minimum temperatures are in the range of 2 to 6 degrees Celsius over many parts of northwest India and Madhya Pradesh. Due to light winds and high moisture near surface over Indo-Gangetic plains, dense to very dense fog will continue over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh in the next 4 to 5 days. We spoke to the Regional Director of IMD Chandigarh, Manmohan Singh, about the weather conditions.
Since last 2 to 3 days, dense to very dense fog is reported in the area of Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh, and cold wave condition reported at isolated places over Punjab and Haryana. Coming days, fog will continue to prevail during next 4 to 5 days. Dense fog and also for cold wave conditions and cold day condition over Punjab and Haryana. After that, fog will reduce its intensity as well as for the area, and we have given the yellow color warning for this 6th, 7th and 8th January.
Talking to AIR, Northern Railway CPRO Deepak Kumar said that several trains have been cancelled due to inclement weather conditions.
भारत में 1000 से 1200 किलोमीटर एरिया जो है इस तरह से फॉग में अफेक्टेड है और इसलिए तीनों के तीनों मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट चाहे वो रेल हो, रोड हो या एयर हो अफेक्टेड है। इसी कड़ी में भारतीय रेल में भी बहुत सी ट्रेनें अफेक्ट हो रही हैं कोहरे के कारण। आज भी अगर दिल्ली एरिया की बात करें कि दिल्ली एरिया के इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेशन के ऊपर आने वाली 20 से 22 गाड़ियां अभी डिलेड रही हैं। शाम को भी कोहरा आ जाता है जल्दी से, तो जाने वाली गाड़ियां भी अफेक्टेड रहती हैं। हम ट्रेन को सेफ ऑपरेशन करें, जितनी भी सावधानियां बरतनी चाहिए हम लोगों को एज पर रूट सारी बरत रहे हैं।
The World Braille Day has been observed today. It is observed to raise awareness about the importance of Braille as a means of communication in the full realization of the human rights for the visually impaired and partially sighted people. The day commemorates the birth anniversary of French educator Louis Braille, who invented the Braille language in the year 1809. The National Federation of the Blind today organized a program in New Delhi to mark the day. Talking to AI News, General Secretary of the Federation, S.K. Rungta, highlighted the importance of the day in the life of the visually impaired. He said despite technological developments, Braille cannot be substituted.
On this day, the great man Louis Braille was born, who invented Braille, which has enabled blind to participate equally with others in all walks of life. There is a great challenge today in the wake of technological development, which has somehow adversely impacted in the sense that the audio output is trying to substitute the usage of Braille, which in fact is not conducive for the equal opportunities for blind and for their self-reliance.
In cricket, the second T20I of the three-match series between India and Sri Lanka will be played in Pune tomorrow. The match will start at 7 p.m. at the Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium. Team India are in high spirits after winning the first match by 2 runs in a nail-biting finish in Mumbai yesterday. Debutant bowler Shivam Mavi impressed by picking 4 wickets for just 22 runs in 4 overs. Deepak Hooda and Ishan Kishan were the top scorers in the Indian total of 162. In reply, visitors were restricted at 160 with the superb bowling performances by Shivam, Umran Malik and Harshal Patel. The third match of the series will be played on Saturday in Rajkot. Cricketer Rishabh Pant has been shifted to Mumbai for further treatment. Delhi and District Cricket Association DDCA Director Shyam Sundar said he was airlifted to Mumbai this afternoon. He said BCCI is monitoring the treatment and is in constant touch with the medical team. The cricketer was undergoing treatment at a hospital in Dehradun after he met with a car accident on the Delhi-Dehradun highway on the 30th of last month. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. External Affairs Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar says the changing world order will be based on multi-alignment and the policies, preferences and interests of countries. Madhya Pradesh government to launch Chief Minister's residential land rights scheme today. UIDAI makes change in address on Aadhaar card easier. Severe cold wave sweeps entire North India. World Braille Day has been observed today. And Team India in high spirits after winning the first T20 against Sri Lanka. Second match in Pune tomorrow. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.